Last year, Nvidia quietly published a press release that named 4 physical partners on a single Virginia mega project. Most retail investors scrolled past it. Wall Street did not. Here is the costly mistake almost every retail AI investor is making right now. You are buying Nvidia. Maybe you bought AMD and Intel. Maybe you added Broadcom, and you think you have AI exposure. Well, you do not, at least not what you think. You have only got semiconductor exposure. The AI build-out is a 4-layer stack, and 3 of those layers are sitting in your blind spot, trading at materially better risk-reward than the chip names everyone already owns. Look, if you refuse to listen to a random cat on the internet for the next 10 minutes, here is the single takeaway. The 4 tickers are Vertiv, Coherent, Digital Realty, and Vistra. They are not 4 random AI picks. They are physically and contractually wired together on the same Nvidia project in Northern Virginia. If you only remember those 4 letters, you got the value. If you're genuinely intrigued, stay for the why. Okay, hi, I'm DataCat. Quick thing about me, because the channel is only about 10 months old and you have probably never seen my face or, well, my whiskers. I used to work inside a Fortune 50 company as a very average analyst, and now I make these videos for, honestly, a pretty small audience. I am not going to pretend I am a hedge fund guy. I am not. I am one retail investor who tried to bring the same standard of work I used in the corporate world to a YouTube channel that, frankly, is kind of failing now. So your like and subscribe would mean a lot for a small channel like this. Cats sleep 16 hours a day. I do my best thinking in the other 8. So if this video saves you even one bad trade, consider that a fair trade for my nap time. Now, here is how I want you to think about an AI data center. Forget the chip for a second. A GPU on a shelf does nothing. To turn it into an AI factory, you need 4 things in this order. 1, a building that can physically hold it with the right floor loading, the right fiber, the right cooling water loops. That is the landlord layer. 2, electricity, and not just any electricity. You need 100 plus megawatts reliably 24/7 near a major fiber hub. That is the power layer. 3, the stuff inside the building that converts grid power into clean, cool, GPU-ready power. Power distribution units, liquid cooling, busways. That is the infrastructure layer. 4, the optics and switches that let 10,000 GPUs talk to each other as if they were one giant brain. That is the connection layer. Now, the dirty secret of the AI trade is this. Nvidia, on its Vera Rubin AI factory blueprint for Northern Virginia, has publicly named exactly one preferred partner for each of those 4 layers. Not analyst speculation. Nvidia's own newsroom and press releases, and those 4 names are the spine of today's video. So, let's go layer by layer, and I will be honest about the pushback on each one, because if I only tell you the bull case, I am selling you something, not informing you, and people would call me out for pumping stocks. Layer 1. Infrastructure inside the building. The short list I worked through was Vertiv, Eaton, Schneider Electric, Modine, Nvent, and Supermicro. My pick would be Vertiv, ticker VRT. And here's the why. At up to 150 kilowatts per rack, which is where Grace Blackwell and Vera Rubin are landing, air cooling is dead. That is not a marketing slide, that is physics. You cannot move that much heat with fans. You need liquid running through cold plates pressed against the chips. Vertiv is the only name in this category that Nvidia publicly named as a co-development partner on the Omniverse DSX gigawatt blueprint for power and cooling. Orders up 252%. 2026 revenue guide around $13.5 billion, growing about 28% year over year. The caveat, the stock is already up huge. You are not buying this cheap, and integration risk is real because Vertiv is bolting on capacity as fast as it can. Why not Eaton or Schneider this time? Well, they are wonderful blue chips, but they make elevators, building automation, industrial controls. AI is maybe 15% of the story. You get a slower, more diluted ride. And what about Supermicro? You know, that retail's favorite, which was once over $100 a share? Look, on revenue, Supermicro is cheap. It also has well-documented accounting issues and scandals that I am not comfortable looking past on a long-duration thesis. Plus, the margins are commoditizing as Dell and HPE catch up. Cheap for a reason. So in this case, Vertiv is the cleanest expression of the picks and shovels of the picks and shovels. Moving on to layer 2, connection, optics and networking. Shortlist was Coherent, Lumentum and Arista. My pick is Coherent, ticker COHR. Here is the why. Nvidia wrote a $2 billion equity check into Coherent and signed a multi-year supply agreement for silicon photonics. When a customer literally takes equity in a supplier, that is the strongest real-life business tie signal you will ever see in public markets. Coherent has 20 to 30% global transceiver market share. Q3 revenue $1.8 billion, up 21%. And they were added to the S&P 500 just months ago, which forced index funds to buy, but its forward PE is around 159 times. That is a stock priced for perfection. Now, why Coherent over Lumentum? This is the comparison I want you to really sit with, because most AI optics articles lump them together. Nvidia wrote the same $2 billion check to Lumentum. Same deal, basically. But Lumentum is up roughly 1,200% in a year. Yup, you heard me right, 1,000, which means it's up 10 times already. That is euphoria pricing. Demand exceeds supply by about 30%, sure, but the stock has already discounted that in the next 2 years of beats. Coherent is materially cheaper on every multiple, more diversified across silicon photonics, EML lasers, and industrial lasers, and they have a 6-inch fab ramp that is a near-term margin catalyst. You are getting the exact same co-packaged optics thesis without paying Lumentum's parabolic multiple. It's essentially the same horse race with less expensive ticket. And why not Arista? Yes, Arista is a phenomenal business, but the Ethernet switch market is now under direct attack from Cisco and from Nvidia's own Spectrum X. Margin compression is coming. Coherent sells the optical modules that go into anyone's switch, Cisco or Arista or Nvidia. Coherent does not care who wins that war. They sell ammunition to all sides. Cat side note. My cat brain says when two giants are fighting in a meadow, do not be the grass, be the guy selling them the swords. Then layer 3. The landlord. Could you have guessed it? That's the data center real estate. Shortlist was Digital Realty, Equinix, Iron Mountain, and maybe the pending Blackstone IPO. And my pick is Digital Realty, ticker DLR. Here is the why, and this is the linchpin of the entire thesis. Nvidia, in that particular press release, named Digital Realty's Virginia campus as the physical site of the Omniverse DSX and Vera Rubin AI Factory Research Center. Physical site, named in the press release. 300 plus data centers globally, 5,000 plus customers, backlog of $817 million. FFO, which is the REIT version of earnings, growing around 8% into next year. And here is the part most reports skip. Digital Realty has a working agreement with Dominion Energy that locks in scarce power capacity in Northern Virginia, which is, today, the single most power-constrained data center market on Earth. Now, honestly, Equinix has a bigger market cap and a deeper interconnection moat. Equinix is, on a quality basis, arguably the better business. But Equinix's revenue mix is heavier on colocation and retail enterprise customers. Digital Realty is more talk to the hyperscale AI training campus, which is where the dollars are flowing fastest right now. Think of it this way. Equinix is the 5-star hotel where everyone has a small suite. Digital Realty is the warehouse district where one tenant takes the whole block to build a factory. And for this specific thesis, you want the warehouse district. And finally, layer 4. Power at utility scale generation. Shortlist was Vistra, Constellation Energy, Talon, GE Vernova, NextEra, and Dominion. My pick is Vistra, ticker VST, and here's why. And this one took me the longest to get comfortable with, because the obvious answer everyone on Shout Shouts is Constellation. Constellation signed the Microsoft 3 Mile Island restart deal. Headlines, hype already priced in. Vistra is, in my view, the cleaner trade for 3 reasons. Reason 1. Vistra has a balanced fleet, nuclear, plus a large natural gas fleet. The gas fleet can actually serve load today. Constellation's incremental nuclear capacity comes online closer to 2028. But data centers need electrons in 2026. Reason 2. Vistra sells into PJM. PJM is the regional grid operator that covers Northern Virginia. The PJM 2026 capacity auction cleared at record high prices. That is not narrative. That is a cleared price in an auction. Vistra is one of the largest merchant suppliers into PJM. Merchant exposure means when scarcity prices spike, Vistra's revenue spikes. They are not locked into a flat regulated rate. Reason 3. Cleaner balance sheet than Talon. Talon has a similar nuclear plus data center pitch, but more debt and more execution risk. Now, the only problem is that Vistra is up like 9 times already compared with 2 years ago. You are paying for the power scarcity thesis. If a recession hits and power demand softens, merchant generators get hit hardest. Merchant cuts both ways. Okay, now zoom out a little. Here is the thing I want you to walk away with, because this is what makes the 4 picks a stack instead of just a list. When an AI rack lights up at Digital Realty's Virginia campus, Vertiv's gear cooled it. Coherent's optics connected to 10,000 other GPUs, and a Vistra Electron routed through PJM and Dominion very likely fed it. One thesis, one chain of custody. That is the part the generic AI data center basket articles miss. They give you 10 names with no connective tissue. I'm giving you 4 names that are physically wired together on one project that Nvidia has publicly committed to. And of course the risks, because I refuse to send you off without the bad news. Risk number 1, the big one. Hyperscaler capex deceleration. If Amazon, Microsoft and Google trim 2027 capex by even 15%, the whole stack re-rates down hard. Watch the quarterly capex prints. That is your single most important leading indicator. Risk number 2, valuations. Coherent at roughly 159 times forward earnings. Vertiv and Vistra each up multi-100%. This stack works on growth continuation, not on multiple expansion. If growth stalls, you get hurt twice. Risk number 3, co-packaged optics transition risk for Coherent. If Lumentum or Broadcom out-executes on next-gen optics, share could shift. Nvidia dual-sourcing Coherent and Lumentum is the partial hedge, but it is not zero risk. A simple implementation for you, 25% each, equal weight, equal risk. Buy in tranches over 2 or 3 months because valuations are stretched, rebalance once a year. And the trigger to reevaluate the entire thesis is if 2 consecutive quarters of hyperscaler capex cuts at the top 5 spenders. 2 quarters, not 1. 1 quarter is noise, 2 quarters is a trend. So, TAT is the whole playbook. Vertiv cools it, Coherent connects it, Digital Realty houses it, Vistra powers it. Nvidia names every one of them in public documents. If this saved you some research time, a like genuinely helps a small channel like mine more than you would think. The YouTube algorithm watches that stuff closely. And if you want me to keep doing these full stack thesis breakdowns instead of the usual hot take videos, subscribing tells me you want more of this kind of work. Alright, DataCat out, and I'll see you in the next one.